That was the professor of football. He is qualified to be addressed as a professor of football, given his accumulated knowledge, wealth of experience in the football arena. Please, once again, let's put our hands together for Chief Adegboye Onigbide, the lead paper presenter. All right, please. We may be seated. Thank you for that ovation for our lead paper presenter. We are now proceeding to the discussion segment, and we already have our discussants on stage. Please, can we have the microphone to them? All right, once again, our discussants are Dr. Pat Ekeji and Ikedi Isiguzo. You have the floor, gentlemen. Okay, want to come up? Yeah, no problem.
Distinguished guests, in particular, I'd like to thank the Sun newspapers for this beautiful event. The theme of this program is that Super Eagles may excel in Russia 2018 and beyond. The journey to that success begins now with the hosting of this event by Rivers State Government and the organizational background from the Sun. Truly, the success story from Russia starts from here now. Having said that, when issues that have to do with the national team, and especially as it concerns my elder brother, Coach Onigbide, is concerned, I have a share of what he has contributed into football development, with particular reference to the Super Eagles. The circumstances that led to his taking the team to Korea, Japan, we will leave that aside. But I'd like to say that Coach Onigbide has, in a very succinct manner, presented to us his penchant for excellence. In his paper, he has tried to let us know what it takes to prepare a team going for a competition like the FIFA World Cup. It takes mental fitness. It takes psychological fitness. And of course, it takes what in a combination of words, technical and tactical fitness. Because at the world stage, you are dealing with the best. The issues which he didn't have time to bring out, of course, is that in our country, we want to perform, we want to excel in a very short time. What takes a minimum of 12 years to prepare for. And to do that successfully, you will have to have the cognate experience of what it takes to prepare a team. And that's exactly what he has tried to present in his paper. So, I guess the organizers will try and distribute the papers. But I want to round up by saying that just like himself and just like the Sun, the managing director of the Sun, did insist, we must all believe that we can. And that is the reason why they have put this together in the first place. And I share your sentiment. We can. I watched one of the friendly matches of the Eagles against Argentina. I was particularly impressed that coming from 2-0 down, they beat Argentina by 4-2. That shows the strength of recovery in that team. Is the NFF chairman left, president left? On behalf of those of us who are stakeholders in football in particular, I want all of us to recognize and give him a round of applause for doing those things that the NFA has not been able to do in history. They are prepared to meet the boys wherever the boys want to meet them. And that is a major advance forward for our football. How he has done it, well, maybe one day he will have the opportunity of telling us how he's been able to resolve the issues of funds as it affects the concentration of our team. So Pinnick and his team, thank you very much. Eric, thank you very much. And to the government of Rivers State, may you continue to be blessed. Thank you very much.
I stand on all the protocols. And just to say thanks again, Chief Onigbinde wasn't just looking at this World Cup, because from that paper, maybe the lesson on Trinidad and Tobago is something we have also to look at. Some of the things is listed about a team, whether it's a team psychology, fitness, and so on, these are not things taught in months. And unfortunately, the way global football is, you cannot assemble a team these days for more than a couple of weeks, even when there are on off-season, because those clubs have commitments made all over the world. So increasingly, I think our emphasis should be on developing good football teams at the very young ages, so that whether they migrate to wherever they are, as is inevitable with global economy, we still have those players. And then over time, we'll have what we call the Nigerian team spirit, because it was built. Then the second one, I found that very interesting. When he was talking of the three things to do with football, you receive the ball, return it, or release it. What I was wondering is, what does a player do in the field when he doesn't have the ball? Most of our teams will have a challenge with that. You find out the player who has the ball, everybody is trying to get his attention to pass the ball, and many of them are not well positioned. So technically, we should also teach our players what to do without the ball. And it's very, very key, what to do without the ball. So I don't know which chief we asked that one in. Maybe it's wrong. Because it's important also as we go on. And when we talk of team spirit and cohesion and so on, we have to deal with very personal problems of players within the teams. Chief Onigbinde, I think maybe when you're rounding up, you also have to talk about this. We hear of players who are not on speaking terms with each other, and they're in the field, and they're playing, and they will never pass the ball anyway to each other, or they pass it in such a way you will know that this other player is not doing well. So when we talk of team spirit, team cohesion, it will take a lot more work than the techniques. You know, these are very personal things. Then, when we also get to issues like developing the players, what we find out most times is that our players have developed themselves before they get to us, because there is no structure properly for getting into the national team. There is no structure for getting into the national team. When we get to Russia, my biggest concern is that we have a team that is not very competitive. The competition I'm talking about is in terms of members of the team. If I'm a defender, for example, do I know if I'm not playing well, there's another defender who will take over my position? So if there is that type of competition within the team, we'll produce a better team. It might be late to deal with that, but I think it's still the role of the coach to get every member of that team to realize that there is no entitlement. There's a high sense of entitlement today in our national team, and it's not quite helpful. So I thank you very much for putting this together. And finally, I'm also asking, when we win this World Cup, where are we going to celebrate it? So we should get arenas ready for the celebration and not win the World Cup and find out we cannot celebrate it. Thank you very much.